Oh, mods. Squids are the ultimate mod monsters, and while I don't fault them for it, let's be honest, the mods most squids are making are usually good for a whole lot of nothing. Now, that's not to say that mods are useless. They aren't. There are definitely some really good options out there on the market, which is why today we are going to check those out. So your trusty Father Yam can lead you through the treacherous path that is motorcycle mods and see you safely to the checkout counter with only the very best option. That's right, your old Father Yam is going to help guide you to the motorcycle mods that actually do something, because who wants to waste money on bumper sticker? I mean, what are you going to put that thing on? Moving on. If you're new around here, let's make sure you aren't missing out on any of this Yammie goodness. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, and you really want to make sure you don't miss out on anything. Hit the bell and turn your notifications on too. We do a lot of cool things over here at Flappy Boob Productions. We give away motorcycles, gift cards for some of the best gear on the market, and one-on-one time with yours truly in our Discord server. What's that? You want to learn how you can get in on all this Yam-centric content? Well, hit that link to the Patreon below. Get yourself signed up and enter to win those giveaway motorcycles. We got a brand spanking new Yamaha R3 and Suzuki SV650. Don't want to sign up? That's cool, baby. If you buy merch from our store, you also get entered to win. Every dollar you spend gets you an entry to win, so don't miss out on that. Basically, I am some sort of all-giving motorcycle shepherd here to guide and mold you into the rider I know you can be. Now, without further ado, we're going to talk about mechanic mods, comfort mods, and mods you'll wonder how you ever lived without. Let's kick things off. Our first motorcycle mod that actually works is the sprocket upgrade. Front sprockets can make a huge difference to the way your motorcycle performs, and they aren't all that expensive either. As far as mods go, they definitely are on the more affordable end with a pretty great ROI. I haven't found a way to drop my economics degree in a while, so be prepared for even more jargon throughout the rest of this video. You got your ROIs, KPIs, LOLs, well, scratch that last one. Changing your front sprocket to something smaller means it's going to take less force to get your wheel to make a full rotation. You can achieve the same effect by changing your rear sprocket as well, but they're going to make your bike perform differently. If you're looking at an affordable way to get faster acceleration or to increase your bike's top speed, sprockets are definitely a good option. And while a front sprocket might be a little more involved to change out than a rear sprocket, both will massively change the acceleration and performance of your motorcycle. Just don't be surprised if you start popping mega dank nooners without realizing it and revving super high at highway speeds. That can definitely happen. Be sure to do your research when it comes to sprockets and make sure the ones you get will suit both your motorcycle and riding style. Because no one likes sitting at 10,000 RPM in top gear going 65 miles per hour. That just sucks. We have talked about tires a lot lately on this channel, and rightfully so. They're the #1 best mod you can make for your ride, but we haven't spent much time talking about their life partners. That's right. Our next mod is all about wheels, and the mods you can make to your bike that will make a big difference is lighter wheels. Now, we've touched a lot about how putting special tires on your bikes will not make you any faster for typical street riding, but a lighter wheel will actually help you get there, my young yam pies. Kind of. Here's how it works. Lighter wheels are easier to turn. Gravity, physics, gyroscopic forces, and all that jazz. There's also a thing called unsprung force that really makes a lighter wheel worth the investment if you have the extra cheddar and you're into that kind of thing. Basically, having a lighter wheel means your suspension can react better thanks to the lighter handling. The important thing you should remember though is that a lighter wheel is going to mean a thinner wheel, which means that they naturally are going to be weaker than a stock wheel. It's not a total deal breaker, but since wheels aren't the cheapest mods you can make, you should definitely consider where you're going to be riding before you make that kind of commitment. Bent wheels are no joke, so watch out for those potholes, my friends. And I won't count it as part of the 7 motorcycle mods on this list, but if you're going to pony up for a nice set of wheels, make sure you maximize that return by investing in a good set of super sport tires. Don't go for racing tires if you're riding on the street, but a good set of tires is kind of a no-brainer. Or alternatively, if you're an adventure rider or a dirt bike bro or anything else in between, just make sure you get something high quality that makes sense for the kind of riding you plan on doing. In fact, I recently rode a KTM RC8R at Road Atlanta a few weeks ago. There's a vlog up about it on the channel. It's called The Best Motorcycle I Have Ridden. And it came equipped with lightweight Marchesinis on it. And my God, that bike flicked in so fast you would have sworn it weighed about 200 pounds. Lightweight wheels are killer. I'm actually looking at getting some for my Daytona track bike, but who knows. Motorcycle mod number 3 is a clip-on visor. It sounds silly, and while you're probably conjuring up images of dogs seated around a poker table, pretending to smoke cigars in those classy green plastic visors. It's not what I'm talking about here. Just about any bike with a windshield can benefit from a clip-on visor, especially some of the newer ones that have rubber clamps. These are basically an easier to install, easier to afford, and easier to change your mind about version of an aftermarket windscreen. You can find these guys in a range of tint options and sizes, and if you're the type of rider who feels beat up by the wind after a good ride, try one of these out. They're pretty good at redirecting that wind, and they help cut down wind noise too, so it saves your ears, and try one out. In my opinion, it's a must for guys and gals who are looking to rack up big touring miles, as they will massively reduce the fatigue you'll feel after a long ride. Mod number 4 on the absolute cheapest mods on this list and is worth 10 times its weight in gold, a wrist rest. It's hard to say. This mod falls squarely into the how did I ever ride without this, especially if you are taking long rides or you're tired of the tingly fingers and hand cramps that comes with riding a motorcycle for a very long period of time. These things are about $10 on Amazon and take 2 seconds to snap onto your throttle bar, and they actually make throttle management a little easier for noobs in my opinion. Nice. You'll still get a smooth transition, and you'll get the comfort of letting the weight of your wrist do most of the work instead of your fingers. It looks like it would be cumbersome, but it still allows for a pretty smooth roll off the throttle. Corollary to this mod would be to have an aftermarket cruise control. While those will be a little trickier to install, they do make a world of difference. The aftermarket ones are simply a throttle lock that's going to hold your throttle at a certain position instead of electronic cruise control like fancy high-end motorcycles have. And if you're serious about long distance rides, it's a must to have to give your right wrist a break. Since we've apparently moved on to comfort mods, let's check out mod number 5, and that's going to be anti-vibration bar risers, or as the more mechanically inclined like to call them, rubber O-rings. These guys run upwards of $150, but if you're competent and can find the right fit, you can pick up a rubber ring for a whole lot less that will still absorb some vibration and help cut down on the amount that transfers to your hands. Why anyone would want to cut down on the intensity of the vibration is beyond me, but to each their own. Maybe some people don't want to have a good time. Who knows? We have Trump as our president, for Rossi's sake. Anything's possible. Like mod number 6, which I highly recommend for our touring brothers, an air gel smart seat pad. This one is admittedly a little bougie, but hey, who doesn't like a nice comfy tush when they're out on a nice ride? And as a Ducati Biscotti boy myself, I appreciate the bougie things in life. And as an added bonus, you can actually reduce the amount of gooch juice and ode to swamp ass by popping this bad boy in the refrigerator, which is something any southern boy can surely appreciate, I do declare. All that comfort and firm cradling for your keister is gonna cost you though. These seats will set you back about $200, pun intended. If you have one of these bad boys, please sound off in the comments and let me know. How comfortable are we talking here? Does it securely cradle all these things? Is there supple cuppage? Is this seat worth $200+? Our last mod is one final cry for comfort. You definitely won't find these on a Turbo Busa, but a bigger bike like a Touring or a Chopper or something along those lines could actually benefit from a set of reclining footrests. Seriously, these are a thing, and I 100% support them. Throw in a nice cold pressed juice, and what more could I want? Depending on the type of bike you've got, and you can get these things in everything from standard rubber to full-on floorboard paneling. And if you have ever had to ride in an uncomfortable position, or you've been in the saddle for a ride that lasts several hours, then you know the magical moment where you're finally able to stretch your legs, wiggle around a little bit, and remind yourself that you do in fact have feeling in those lower extremities. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna be on the hunt for some of these floorboard style ones. I think it'd look real good on the Scrambler. Those sweet wood panelings and a sick wicked flame paint job might just be our next It Came From Craigslist find. And that would be the most rewarding mod of them all. Now that's gonna do it for today's video. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Thanks for listening to all my yammerings. Yammerings? Do you get it? This is the high quality content you've come to expect from me. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all the love and support you throw my way. I even appreciate my favorite little comment trolls, although I often wonder, who hurt you? Don't forget to subscribe, throw a thumbs up in the video, and stay tuned for our next episode of Yammie goodness. And of course, don't forget about our motorcycle giveaway. Seriously, 2 lucky souls will walk away with a free bike delivered right to their door. You might even be watching right now. Wouldn't you want it to be you? Hit the links below and get started for a chance to win these awesome motorcycles. Thanks again for watching and tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Fact: Abraham Lincoln's dog, Fido, was also assassinated. Is that true? Who can say? Goodbye.